What is up, guys? Matt the Riff Master here at Thame Guitar Music Fair, and we are here with
A Little Bit Country. I'm Harriet.
And I'm Paul. How you doing?
and we've just listened to those play, and you will be able to hear some probably around some point during this interview. It sounded really good. So why don't you tell us a bit about where you guys started and all that sort of stuff?
We started probably about 6, nearly 7 years ago. We met when I was writing my own solo EP, and I was writing a breakup song called Barely Sleeping, and I needed a male perspective on it. So my uncle put us in touch, and we kind of worked together with a bit of my uncle's help in his home studio, and we wrote Barely Sleeping about 6 years ago. And then back in 2014 we released our first single, Come to the Crossroads, and then from there we got signed to BFS Records, and we've just brought out our solo, our debut album called Whiskey and Wine. So
Wow.
Fell in love with the idea of love, trying to fight my own fear of love. When I found love with you, we're always fighting over something, making something out of nothing. When nothing means everything, I would kill for the lazy Sundays, sitting in bed watching TV with you.
That is very cool. That sounds awesome. Well, like I said, it did sound good. So how long have you been singing?
Oh, since I can remember, really. I think I started singing lessons when I was about 4, so I've been doing it for a long time. Yeah, quite a while.
And how long have you been playing?
I've been playing since 1995. I started a bit late in life. I started singing at 19 and then started playing guitar at 21. So I won't tell you how old I am, but it was a long time. Well, I just said it, haven't I? So
Either way, it sounded good. And so you're selling your music here now, and what was it called again?
Whiskey and Wine.
Wine. And I'm assuming you have your music online.
Yeah, it's available through iTunes, Google Play, Amazon. It's also available through our website, which is www.albcountry.co.uk. You can pre-order it, we'll sign it, we'll send it in the post and everything. So
That sounds great. A signed CD. Yeah. Awesome. And social medias, you're on all that, I'm assuming.
yeah, so on Facebook we are A Little Bit Country UK, and on Twitter we are at ALBC Official, and we're on Instagram as the same as well, so
cool.
We're everywhere.
So where does the name A Little Bit Country come from?
well,
Is it
individually,
just a little bit country? It's not full country. I feel the country vibe.
it's kind of full country, but basically, individually, we've been told all the way through our separate music careers, if you like, that you sound a little bit country. And then when we wrote Barely Sleeping, everybody went, it sounds a little bit country. So it was just a natural progression. We were looking at a name, what can we call ourselves? And that came out. So it's an organic name. So
Yeah.
That's cool. I like that. That is very, very awesome. So is playing guitar, how much do you practice? That's one question I know a lot of my viewers would want to know.
in the old days, I used to practice a lot. But I'm going to take a John Lennon and Paul McCartney thing. We don't need to practice because we're always gigging. So
Fair point.
it's kind of like I do. Like if there's a gig and I go, that didn't really work out so well, I'll go away and I'll practice that piece. But I have been sort of trying to keep the practice up to learn new things. So it's not always the same sort of stuff. So there's always a progression there. But if you are learning guitar every day, 30 minutes, there you go. That's what you should do.
I should take that tip too. I don't practice a whole lot. I just sort of plug in and play. I'm more of a metal guy. I just sort of plug in and play, and the level I've got to, it's kind of come from that. I don't really practice a whole lot. And what about you? Practice singing wise?
Oh, I sing kind of every day in the car, and when I'm doing my washing up and doing my clothes, folding and all that sort of stuff. But I do play a few musical instruments. I've tried the guitar for the last 12 years. Not very proficient. I've got about 3 chords down memorised that I can't change between very often. Yeah, but I spent the last kind of 6 months playing the mandolin. I'm nearly there with that now. I've got 2 songs down, so the plan is to do an open mic night eventually with mandolin. But yeah.
So I saw, I think it was the last song you did. You had you were just stamping your foot on the ground. What's that all about? I've never seen that before.
That's called a stomp pedal, stomp box, sorry, I call it a stomp pedal, but it's called a stomp box. It's made by Chicken Bone John, who's actually in the exhibitors
That makes sense.
moment. Yeah, basically we went and did this one, we did the Southern Guitar shows down in Bournemouth a few months back, and I came away with a mandolin and a stomp box. So, yeah.
Nice. Yeah, it's very cool. I sort of thought you just plugged a license plate in and stamped on it, and I was kind of confused, but
We should just say that.
Yeah.
We should just say it's a
Yeah,
license
just ripped it
plate,
off the car.
Yeah, cut that. We rewind. Yeah, we ripped it off the car. Exactly.
I can cut that if you want, actually. Wanted. But no, yeah, it did sound really cool, and it had, like I said, had that little bit of country vibe to it, which is awesome.
I fell in love with you
Yes. So I'm guessing you're a fan of country music, or is it? Obviously, you said people said it's got a country vibe. Did that just happen, or was it?
It's right. Okay. The abridged as we can make it. I was born in Texas, and I've lived over here most of my life. But country's had a bit of a stigma. My family have been into country, and I've kind of like as a teenager, I was like, stay away from me. When I started playing, people were saying, stay away from pop, stay away from country, and that kind of was ingrained in me. So I did stay away from it as much as possible. Met a guy a few years ago who sort of showed me a few country things, and I was like, actually, I do sound a bit country. And then meeting Harriet, who was more country than I could be.
Yeah. I was raised on it. My grandparents and my auntie, we'd spend Sunday mornings baking and cooking with, you know, Dolly Parton and Faith Hill in the background. So it's in my blood, even though I'm not from the States. Yeah. Part of me kind of soul spiritually should be, I suppose. But yeah, I'm hardcore.
You can't go wrong with country. I love country music. So quickly before we finish, favourite country singer?
At this moment in time, Chris Stapleton. Without a doubt.
Yeah, I think one of our favourites at the moment that is definitely influencing us in terms of how we're growing our sound, for me, is the Sugar Pies, for sure.
Check them out. Sugar.
I like Willie Nelson.
Yes, well, we love Johnny Cash, Willie Nelson, Waylon Jennings, and
all the greats. Awesome. Well, thank you for your time. Seriously, you sounded good. And keep doing what you're doing. So now at the end of the interviews, as I end all my videos, is I say, rock out, be awesome, and then we all have to go, see ya, to the camera. Okay. We do that? Yeah, let's do this. See ya. Like, just... Okay. So guys, as always, rock out, be awesome, see ya!